Karl Anthony-Towns is the first player in NBA history to drop 62 points and get benched for it. And we're going to watch a little video explaining how it all went down and why it happens, and the actual reason might surprise you.
The Charlotte Hornets simply had no answer for Karl Anthony-Towns, leading to a franchise-high 62 points and another big win. Wait, the Timberwolves lost? Normally, when a number 1 seed in the West is at home against the 13th seed of the East, it's a guaranteed win, especially when their star player makes the opposing TV analyst lose his mind.
No!
Time out. Why is it the second quarter and man just screaming out his lungs, bro?
You're kidding! What's happening? Keep it away from Towns!
But how do we get from an 18-point
excited.
lead at the end of the third to the Hornets pulling this thing out at the very end?
It was an absolute disgusting performance of defense and immature basketball.
We also got a first in the NBA. A player who scored over 60 points in a game actually got benched down the stretch because of his poor play.
That in itself is crazy. How you drop 62 and get benched? Now imagine if Cat actually stayed in the rest of this game. I mean, let's think about Cat. If he didn't get benched in the fourth quarter, he probably could have had 70, 80. Shout out Kobe, bro. Rest in peace, my dog. But imagine then someone else drop, Luka dropped 70, 73. Cat, man, you fucking up by getting benched in the fourth quarter, my guy. And y'all lost? Nah, bro. You was wildin'.
As an example, early in the fourth, he forces a contested corner 3 with plenty of time on the clock, then doesn't hustle back fast enough. This forces Milton to cover for him an extra second, creating a long closeout on a guy who was red hot all night. I don't mind the peel switch off a poor shooter, but here come the Hornets. And let's get to some of the good stuff. How Cat scored 44 points in 21 minutes of playing time in the first half.
44 points in 21 minutes is nuts. Holy cow. 44, 20.
They run a nice zoom action on the left side as misdirection to enter the ball to the high post for Towns. Why they keep trying to feed Rudy on the high-low action is a little mystifying to me, but it works perfectly as the fumble flows into a pick and roll and Cat makes them pay for the late switch. Same play, and this time Towns says, F it, I'm only 2 dribbles away from the hoop, and I've got 5 inches on my man. Cat is the perfect antidote for drop coverage of the pick and roll. His man is responsible for containing the ball handler, while Rozier chases from behind. If Bridges drops too low, it's an open 3 for a great shooter. With Anthony Edwards feeding Towns early and often, he got 10 shots in the first quarter, and it explains why Ant only got 1 shot in the first half. After a cross match on the Hornets' end led to an ISO miss, LaMelo finds himself having to pick up Towns. Watch him reach out for Bridges once he realizes this fact, before the Wolves spread the floor and let Cat go to work with a big height advantage. Ball's effort is lacking, and credit Brandon Miller for offering up something, but Cat is too good. I really like this sideline on a bounce play. It's a
Alright, coach, but time out. If you're LaMelo Ball, bro, how you really gonna stop Cat? Like, let's be real with ourselves here, coach. LaMelo is the offense. He's the engine that makes the Hornets go, even though they're not going very far, right? LaMelo needs help. Let's be real. LaMelo needs help. Or to get up out of there. Hey, LaMelo, you trying to come to New York, bro? We'll take you, bro. I swear to God. I swear to God. I swear to God, we'll take you. If you want to come to New York, bro, just say the word, bro. I'll get Leon on the phone. But if you're LaMelo here, coach, you can't be mad at him for not being able to guard Cat, bro. Let's be real.
It's a high post split where Cat has the option of coming off the pin down into a handoff. However, if the defender goes under the screen, he can flare to the corner. Good recovery by Bridges to take away the shot, but he's too close and can't stop the baseline drive, and Ish Smith has no effect as the primary help. Another way to defend the pick and roll on the wing is to ice it. Watch Rozier force the ball handler away from the screen towards the baseline, with Bridges dropping to contain. When it's Cat screening, it requires a third defender to rotate over from the nail. Ish Smith actually points the spot he's supposed to be in before realizing way too late that he's the guy to contest.
I wonder if 21 was supposed to drop there, and that's why he pointed there, and then like it was, oh, nobody's there, and he run out. I don't know, coach. I think that was supposed to be 21's job.
The Hornets really struggled against this action as Cat sets the ball screen, then flares off of Rudy to the top of the key. Simple, yet effective, as PJ Washington should have switched to the shooter while Bridges picked up Rudy. Instead, it looks like Cat is in the three-point shootout at the All-Star game. We got a heat check in transition as Nick Smith Jr. gets completely spun around out there with no idea that Towns was the guy he was supposed to pick up. Good effort by Bridges to recover, but Cat is on fire. The rest of the half was the Karl Anthony-Towns show. He shot the ball on every possession for the next 5 minutes straight. And when he had to go...
Yo, that man said, I'm on a heater. I am taking every shot until halftime. This man said for the next 5 minutes, it was the Karl Anthony-Towns show. He is not passing.
Had it going like he did, it's okay to just bring the ball up, not pass it, and just get to the rim for free throws. The Hornets had no size to guard him with down low, and I love how he tacks on the catch to the baseline. Bridges looked ready to help, but decides to turn his head completely to find Reed for a second, and that means an easy dunk for Towns. Why not bring it up again and just attack your man? Plus the help defender desperately trying to deflect the ball. Nice lefty jump hook over the shorty. There was some evidence this night wasn't completely
this nigga's ball hogging his ass off.
Magical, as Towns turned the ball over 5 times in the first half alone, and it led to him getting upset, wrinkling that forehead and brow into various looks of frustration. And it's exactly that kind of wrinkled old skin you can avoid by using.
So I'd greatly appreciate it if you subscribed and liked this video so I can know that you enjoy this content and I can keep bringing you stuff like this on a regular basis.
It was mind-boggling that the Hornets wouldn't do something different on defense, as Cat again just goes ham on PJ Washington with a simple gallop dribble that gets him right into the lane and draws another set of free throws. After a made free throw, the Hornets try a bold move and play 2-3 zone. McGowan's looked confused to start, but gets there for a decent contest, but they've already let Towns go Super Saiyan and he hits another triple. They go back to man-to-man, and at this point, you've got to pick him up just inside half court. Let's hear this one more time, shall we?
No!
But all good things must come to an end, and I think Edwards was shocked that Cat passed the ball.
Okay, time out. This man, I don't think y'all understand. For my athletes and hoopers out there, y'all might understand. This man is 14 for 16 from the field with 41 points. This motherfucker did not miss. He's 8 for 8 from 3, bro. 8 for 8 from 3. He was not missing, bro. And that's probably why he was like, yo, for the next 5 minutes, I am pulling everything I look at. First of all, dropping 41 in a basketball game requires a ridiculous amount of energy. And that's probably where Cat's probably tired in the second half. Let's be real. I think Cat got benched because he's playing lazy defense. He probably wasn't switching, rotating, helping, doing what big man supposed to do because he's so gassed. In the first half, bro, this man went crazy. He had the amount of shot attempts, amount of buckets in the first half as most players get in the whole game. Most players don't even get that in the whole game. 41 points. He missed 2 shots. And they weren't even threes. He probably missed some bunnies at the basket or some shit. That's probably why he wasn't playing no defense in the stretch at the end.
Which became one of Towns' 7 turnovers in this game.
Oh my God.
At this point, it was probably time to get back to some normalcy. Maybe hit Edwards coming off this pin down and see what they can get over the middle of the floor. Instead, you've got a stagnant multi-dribble ISO that does yield more free throws. The Hornets have the worst defense in the league for a reason, and screwing up the switch on a pick and roll is evidence why. However, they escape as the fever has broken temporarily. Rather than attack an opening out top, Edwards decides to go right back to Cat's side, and this is what happens when you go to the well too often. LaMelo has a high IQ, reads this the whole way, and just steals the ball when Cat foolishly catches it with one hand. Rather than get somebody to get Ant going, they try to get Cat
Cat
open
going,
out
8
top,
turnovers.
and I love this inverted blind pig action. Normally the cut happens behind the ball, but Towns finds the opening on the strong side, and this was a pretty sad attempt at taking a charge too early as Towns gets another pair of free throws. The third quarter continued to be good for Towns as he went 5 for 8 for another 14 points as the Wolves built a 15-point lead. The Hornets did a better job throwing more bodies at him to stop this attack on the catch. You can see why choppy step closeouts are suboptimal against players who do attack on the catch, as Towns beats the bad angle taken by Washington, and Rozier not stepping up to take a charge allows a slam dunk. He even got a 3 off after being the jumper in the circle, with almost no room to get this off and perhaps even being fouled on the way down.
Nah. That's a fucking heat check, bro. This man had a night of all nights. Shout out Kobe, bro. RP the Mamba, RP the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? All that good stuff. I don't know what got into some of these NBA players, bro, the past couple of days. Everyone deciding to go for fucking 50 plus. Everybody popping off at 60 pieces. This is crazy. Yo, Cat, I swear to God, if you just did not get taken out for the fourth quarter, bro, you probably could have had 70 plus, bro.
Oh my goodness!
It looked like Towns was breaking off the called set from Finch as Walker Alexander throws his arms up in confusion before Towns gets the ball back and then gets stripped, allowing the Hornets to run out and get a dunk in transition.
Nah, bro.
Normally,
Like
a pick and roll out
turnovers.
top with 2 on the weak side means both of those players spotting up in the corner. That would have given Ant an opportunity to attack a long closeout. Instead, Cat gets in his way on the post, and it turns into a double team, turning down wide open threes to
Pass it
force
back.
this shot.
Alright, bro. Now you're wilding. Now you're starting to wild out, bro. Pass it back to Ant, bro. You balled out in the whole first half. See, now these are the plays. You wasted energy. You could have kicked that shit. Hey, post up, boom, boom, back to Ant for 3. And you got, you know what I'm saying, get back on defense because he's going to drain that bitch. Now, those are the plays where we don't need that. I'd rather you get your teammates involved, save your energy for the fourth quarter where we really need you, than chuck up this stupid ass shot.
But let's look at some of the defensive issues that Coach Finch was seeing early that bit them in the butt at the very end. Bridges is a league average shooter and catches Cat with his hands down early in the game
give me
and
3.
lights him up.
That's lazy.
In the third, a foolish gamble on a skip pass leads to another wide open 3 to cut the lead to 4.
Brandon Miller.
He gets stuck in no man's land as LaMelo drives and can't contest this wide open 3 well enough that began the Hornets' comeback. After forcing up an early shot clock long 2 with his foot on the line, the Hornets race back down court. Cat doesn't look engaged
Damn, Rudy,
at
you
all
gotta grab that.
and allows yet another open 3 that cuts their big lead to 5. Now we can talk about his drop coverage.
Hey, that's the one thing about the NBA, bro. The worst, anybody can beat anybody on a given night, right? Like the worst team in the NBA are still a bunch of NBA players, bro. And you let them get hot like this, bro. We see what happens, bro. I think Cat was just tired, bro. Like it has to be it. Just tired and resting on defense, laziness.
Coverage in the pick and roll since it's not very effective in the best of times, and the Hornets exploited it on numerous possessions. This is interesting footwork to soft shoe it backwards while the ball handler is in a full sprint ahead. Plus, why didn't Rudy even attempt to block this? They
Rudy
catch
watched
him
that.
bailing out of his drop
Rudy probably thought Cat was gonna block that shit. No cap.
coverage too early before his teammate could recover properly, leading to the layup. Credit for the effort to get into the air to contest this drive off a drag screen in transition, but LaMelo is too good for this. I appreciate the turn and run into drop coverage, but this just isn't good enough. Even though they got the long 2, the analytics only work if you actually get a hand up on shots like this, and now they've got a dogfight on their hands. And the one that forced Finch to bench him on this inside ball screen, he doesn't even attempt to get into position to slow the ball up first. And you can see
crazy.
Anderson is pissed at him for bailing the position too early. The game
Anderson's like, bro, what the fuck? Yo, you're supposed to be there to help. Cat's like, that nigga tired, bro. That nigga tired as fuck. He ain't trying to play no defense, bro.
went
That's
back
crazy.
and forth, but the Hornets had clearly gotten the glow at this point, believing they belonged with the top seed in the West on the road, leading to 2 huge mid-range buckets with good defense being played. They tried to bring Cat back in for offense, then subbed him immediately out for defense, which kept him out long enough to see some very disjointed possessions that doesn't indicate to me that they're a very well-coached team. Then, Coach Finch drew up this play in the huddle as their second to last chance, forced a switch with the ball screen and let Cat go to work from the area where he was killing the...
All right, hold on, Coach. We down by one. 12 seconds left.
Killing the Hornets early in the game. Watch how 4 defenders converge on his drive. Cat has anybody but Rudy to pass to for a wide open shot, and instead he gets...
Oh my God. He got a motherfucker hand straight up at the basket. Terry Rozier, everybody and their mama jumping on you, bro. Everybody open but Rudy. McDaniel's in the corner over here open. Ant over here in the corner open. And you do this to blow it?
He gets his third shot of the night returned to his sender. Then, as Cat comes out of the huddle down 3 for the last shot, you can see he's still focused on the previous play, negative body language, and complaining to the refs that he was fouled. They pull Ant to the strong side corner and set a pin down for Cat, a very difficult action because his momentum is going entirely away from the hoop. Then he's got to catch and fire it up from 40 feet away. Not a great play design, not great execution.
Oh my God, bro. Yo, I need y'all to go through Anthony Edwards on a night like at times like these, bro. That's crazy out of pocket, bro. Man, just wide open. Cat, you gotta pass that, bro. You can't be looking for a foul there. That's a terrible take. Like, you took up the ball up on 4 people and wanted a foul call to bail you out. Nah, that's good defense, bro. Like, we know he ain't gonna pass. He ain't passed the last 4 times Ant was open. And Ant's a beast, bro. Why we not kicking it out the end? Oh, man.
Execution, and an example of why I'm very concerned that the Timberwolves aren't a good enough team to go deep in the playoffs.
Cat, you low-key ruined your night, bro. You low-key, if you would have made like 3 or 4 more passes and like 1 more less turnover, you could have had like a 70 piece and a win. But instead, brother, you ended up being the first player in NBA history to get 62 points and got benched. Like, you know who else is permanently benched? LiAngelo Ball. And there's probably never going to be a chance of him getting on an NBA roster. And fun fact, he played under LaMelo while he was killing in Charlotte. Well, he still is killing in Charlotte. LiAngelo was on a G League team, come off the bench. Bro, I don't think I could have lived with that. I made a video all about that, and I'll leave it for you right here.